And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick Carlisle and I did speak a few minutes ago. We talked about the seemingly unending difficulties Giannis presents to a defensive game plan. One that Coach pointed out was, you're going to have to be very early with fouls. He said Giannis can create so much contact and get you in foul trouble early, it can hurt your team down the road. So they'll try to keep their arms straight up while contesting shots. Guys?
Thank you, David. DeRozan against Brogdon. Going inside, lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Brogdon's got his second bucket.
He's very good at exploiting the defense. Brogdon is excellent at finishing off these drives.
Curry is inside. He's against Turner. On the wing, Hield. Misses the three. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And here's the West with the ball. Let's go. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And Antetokounmpo showing his versatility yet again. His dribble moves are virtually unguardable.
Down low. And the jam by Stephen Curry.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
They get the rebound. And Antetokounmpo. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. Pacers trail by 4. And it's Brogdon off the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup. Brogdon's got 6 points.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Curry looking it over. Pass to DeRozan. Shoots over Brogdon. They get it back. And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
Persistence pays for Giannis there, using his athleticism and those long arms to collect second-chance opportunities for his team.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Turner. Back to Halliburton. A beautiful reverse layup.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Jared Allen's checked in for Jokic. Butler comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Mitchell, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Paul in for Curry. Here's Duarte. That shot off. Good D by Mitchell. And here's the break. Here's James. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Pacers will take it the other way. McConnell against Mitchell. Jackson has the open look. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Butler kicks to LeBron. High post shot. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. He's got 5.
You know, the defense is always worried about LeBron driving, so it allows him to have the space he needs and wants for his mid-range game.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Brissett has checked in for the Pacers. And it's the Pacers with the ball. 4-point game. McConnell, Paul with the defensive effort. 1:06 left in the first quarter of the game. Over McConnell, and Paul gets it to go in.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's McConnell.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Indiana shooting their first free throws of the game. And the first one drops. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the West All-Stars, leading by 5.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
44 seconds left to play in the first. Bounce pass from McConnell, 14 feet away.
Boy, a superb shot blocker. LeBron continues to add to his highlight reel of impressive rejections.
Good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Mitchell outside. Lets it go from deep. Here's Allen. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
On the break is where Chris Paul's at his best. I mean, he loves taking advantage of space in the open court and beating everybody down the floor.
McConnell with it. Over Paul. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the West All-Stars holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen from the West All-Stars, what's your take so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
On the court right now as the second quarter starts for the West All-Stars. They've got Darius Garland. Butler out there with Mitchell. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Allen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Shoots. And it's good off the back rim and in. Mitchell's got the lead up to 12 now for the West All-Stars. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the West All-Stars.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They're crashing the offensive glass hard, too. I mean, they've dropped in several second-chance baskets.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling, whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but DA, I love that strategy. Thanks for that story. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Covered by VanVleet. Drains it from 9 feet away. Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
Here's Butler. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Butler's got his second basket of the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Then for the West All-Stars, Antetokounmpo's checked in for Butler. Luka Doncic comes in for Fred VanVleet. And Stephen Curry is subbed in for Garland. Here's Halliburton. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pacers trail by 16. Inside. Here's Turner. Goes back up. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
You know, one reason Giannis has won Defensive Player of the Year is his agility and mobility. He can stay in front of guys and stay connected to shooters, too.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
The West All-Stars with the ball. Outside Curry. Takes the three. And they recover it. And that one's good by Giannis.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Giannis has gone a nice 5 of 6 shooting from the field. To the paint, here's Warren. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Warren's got his first points in this one. On its way from Curry for 2. Again, the West All-Stars.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Quite simply, Stephen Curry is the best jump shooter in the history of our great game. And I don't know if it's even a debate.
Warren, good.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Doncic outside. It's Curry outside. Buries it from three-point range. Curry's got 11 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Catching up on changes for the West. LeBron comes in for Donovan Mitchell, and Chris Paul subbed in for Curry.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Just playing with poise and confidence, man. They continue to put points on the board.
Boy, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half, quality shots, not wasting possessions. Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Here's Giannis. The Pacers pull it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of him.
52 seconds left in the first half. Halliburton against Paul. They double him with Giannis. Here's Warren, and the rejection by Giannis. Pulls up. That one a little long. Healed against LeBron. Here's Turner. Sweet little floater. Turner's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strengths.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Antetokounmpo pulls it in. 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. 1 second left. The shot, no good.
You know, Chris Paul is a first-rate on-the-ball defender. I mean, you rarely get a clean shot off on him.
And so a pretty lopsided. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And so in the game for the Pacers, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Lance Stevenson. And it's Duarte in at the shooting guard position. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Doncic with the bucket.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Pacers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Both free throws good from Warren.
I think this guy, T.J. Warren, is underrated. I mean, he's a terrific scorer and is not afraid to be the go-to guy.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. The rebound by Turner. Pacers trail by 19. Warren with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And here we go. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Halliburton. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong. Boy, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Pass to Warren. Here's Turner. He takes it in. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And it's 6 points for Miles Turner. Good work defensively by Turner. A challenging stretch here for Indiana. Halliburton outside. The pass to Hield. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 5th assist in this one. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. Indiana making some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Turner. Brissett comes in for Warren. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Jokic has checked in for Paul. Butler comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for James. And it's Mitchell in for Doncic. Bounce pass from McConnell. Jackson finds McConnell. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And Stephen Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
And that's one more key to their lead, guys. I mean, they're creating opportunities for each other and not the other team.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys in the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited.
McConnell passes to Jackson. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Elite at moving the ball. Jokic is one of the best passers in the league, regardless of position. No doubt he's the best five-man passer for sure.
DeRozan against Hield, and it's in there. Hield's got 5 points now this quarter.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
And it's Mitchell missing. Pacers trail by 17. To the middle. And Hield gets it to go on the assist by McConnell. Hield's got 12.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
To the inside, here's Heald. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Garland's checked in. And it's Jokic missing. Here's Indiana now. They trail by 14. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Pacers making a switch here. Turner's checked in. .157 left to play in the third. Stevenson with a clean